your thoughts on the expression happy wife, happy life? Why not happy spouse, happy house? Isn't that more of an equal arrangement?
It is equal, but I think when the wife is happy, everything runs more smoothly because when the wife is happy, it's just like a happier lifestyle.
If I'm happy, we're all going to be happy, because if I'm in a bad mood, I'm going to make it known that I'm in a bad mood, and everybody is not going to have a good time. But if I'm good, then we're all going to be good, and it's going to be great.
If your wife is happy, she's going to treat you like a king all the time, because you treat her like a queen. She's going to do the same to you.
Happy wife, happy life, that's a pretty traditional term. Honestly, our parents believe in it, but not so much these days.
Why not happy spouse, happy house? Isn't that more of an equal arrangement?
It is, but it depends, like, are both putting in that same effort for both to be happy.
Now, one thing that I've noticed about some women is if they're not happy, they'll make everybody else feel miserable just like them. And I know this because we see Karens, how they're miserable, and they'll go and bother other people constantly. We'll see mothers when they're upset at things, ruin the whole energy in a room. We see mothers, the way they talk to their kids sometimes, the way they treat their kids because they're in a bad mood. They don't know how to regulate their emotions. Now, am I talking about all mothers? No, I'm not. There's great mothers out there. I grew up with a great grandmother. My grandmother was beautiful to be around. She was the life of the party, a great woman and stuff like that. This is why I talk about these things. I'm super glad I didn't have to go around being around my grandmother, who was chaotic, because that's who raised me. Because I noticed her happiness like exuded so much, and her aura was so peaceful and happy that it radiated onto my grandfather, who again was the breadwinner, the head of the household. I feel like a lot of women only care about themselves. And think about this. Men unalive themselves at a very high rate, and we know this. You see what I'm saying? So you don't think at some point you should get to a point where you want to make your husband feel just as happy as you are? If not, why don't you learn to regulate your emotions? There's nothing wrong with having a bad day. There's nothing wrong with getting upset. There's nothing wrong with being agitated. You guys are in the home 24/7, but the way you go about it is everything. And I feel like this dynamic needs to be on both parties. The men need to be just as happy as the women, or articulate your words or communicate that if you're not happy. Because what's the point of bringing down your partner? Not only does this man have to pay all the bills, take care of everything, you expect him to go to work mad, upset, angry, doesn't want to be here, doesn't feel appreciated, but he's the one taking care of all the things. Now, I believe that the women should be just as happy and a man should pour into her, but it should be reciprocated. I don't understand happy wife, happy life. It's selfish. And all it does is make women only make sure that it's only catering to their needs, making sure that the man's always making sure she's happy. You ever go to a woman about your emotions? Or you go to a woman about something that bothers you and she starts crying and makes it about her? That's exactly what I'm talking about. Why does that have to be put onto you? You should be able to state what you need as a partner and her listen to you. You should be able to come to your wife about any little thing and any little detail and it get dealt with. Just like she wants you to handle business, she should do the same thing for you. We protect men spiritually and emotionally. It's cost free. Now, the reason why I'm saying this is because don't you see how relationships work when the men and women are equally yoked, when they love each other, when they care about each other's needs? Happy wife, happy life to me seems too selfish. And in this generation where women are becoming worse and worse by the day goes on, I don't think this mindset's good because some people take this shit literal. You see what I'm saying? So I advocate for happy couples, happy life, because I believe that men should be just as happy as women. Ask how many men are actually happy in their marriages and you'll see the real answer.